Right.
So he would have enough time to sort of go beat down.
Wow. How are Gabe and Thiago doing?
Not a card I expected to see this weekend. Stormherd. And we still have a quarterfinal game going on the back table. Stone Rain keeps on trying.
Yep.
Boy, I bet he wishes those were pillages right about now. So, do you go for the Academy runes here? Do you go for the...
I buffed up the Tron. Oh, he's already done that, right?
He's already done that.
Yeah, Academy Ruins is next, right?
There's also a Urza's Factory, it looks like. Maybe you go for the Urza's Factory.
He goes for Academy Ruins.
Okay. And there's Flagstones. Or...
Yeah, triggers both his Flagstones. Thins the library a little bit.
But, he needs to get both. He needs to get 2 Helixes or 2 3 damage burn spells to resolve. He's cleared through a pile of remands. Have we seen the Mana Leak is still hanging back there, right?
Yep.
Very tense. Ryo knows he's walking a razor's edge here.
Yeah,
even though he seems like he's taking control of the game.
He's scared. He doesn't realize how many sort of junky white creatures are clogging up Levitt's hand.
Right.
He's got to live in fear that it's burn spell, burn spell, burn spell.
Right. For all he knows, this is a handful of chars.
Right.
All right, make a bunch of tokens.
Securiton points out that the second semifinal match has suspend 3 hours.
We did suspend it.
Now, Ogura just reestablished the Tron.
This is...
Smash is over. 6-8. This is pretty much the last turn, right?
Yeah, this is it.
We're going to want to check in on the back table as soon as this ends, Bruce.
I don't think Lovett has a
I don't see any
way
way for
out
Lovett to
here.
win this.
Oh, he's hoping that maybe he can do something well. Maybe he's got 2 Helixes and he's going to try. Well, I guess the first Helix, if one of the Helixes resolves, he'll go to 11. If he has 2 Helixes. And we know he has 1. Spell Snare.
Yep, Helix gets spell snared. Ogura is going to attack for 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is the game, right? Yep, there's the game. Wow. So Ryo Ogura takes a 2-1 lead in that semifinal match. Let's go check on the battle. The marathon between Gabriel Nassif and Tiago Chan continues. Their quarterfinal match is in game number 5 right now. They've been at it for well over 2 hours, and they are pretty deep into game 5, and it looks like Nassif is in control. He's got a Martyr. He's got Proclamation of Rebirth. I think he's casting it once per turn, while Tiago does his best to build up damage sources. 15 life a turn for Gabriel Nassif. He's got 5 white cards in his hand.
15
life total is currently 88 to 24.
Now, 1 Stormherd would have been phenomenal for Nassif here.
There's Gabriel Nassif sitting up, looking confident. He's in control. He is in his elements. He's in his country. He's in his city. He's in the top 8 where he's been 7 times now, facing a very worthy competitor. Tiago Chan, clearly one of the real up-and-coming stars of Magic right now, but he has not up-and-come enough to catch Gabriel Nassif.
No, not Hat.
Yellow Hat, one of the best players in the game, arguably the 3rd best player in the history of the game, and the best who's really still playing actively.
Absolutely. Best active player. That's a really interesting point to make. First ballot Hall of Famer for sure.
Oh, absolutely.
Doesn't come on the ballot for a couple more years.
He's here 5.
Now. Yeah.
He's here fine.
His Pro Tour debut.
It was,
Well, not his Pro Tour debut actually. His breakout was 2001. But,
I think Limitless Class was his first.
No, he was on one Pro Tour before Limitless Class, I believe. I can check actually.
I'm gonna take 8.
So Nassif's going to take 8 damage.
Yeah, whatever.
He's got some Urza's Factory tokens beating him down. A couple of Court Hussars. Yep, that's 8.
End of your turn. Try to disenchant the annex.
Nassif disenchanting an Annex. Wants his land back. This is the plan that Tiago Chan cooked up. He worked with Frank Karsten. He worked with the Ruel brothers. Did everything he could to find a way to win what looked like an unwinnable matchup. Came up with Annex. Out of the sideboard, you just break up the Urzatron, steal his colored mana. That plan has helped Tiago Chan win twice. But that deck with no hard counters, it's just really hard to bust up what Nassif's up to. Basically had to get lucky with the Annexes early. And
I mean, even if he had counters, it's hard to bust what Nassif's up to. The Proclamation of Rebirth is a forecast.
Sure.
So,
but I mean, if he could defend a Sacred Mesa or defend,
absolutely.
Stop those disenchants. The disenchants are just tearing them apart. They destroy Sacred Mesa. Destroying the Annex is going to give Nassif back his mana. I assume that's probably the full Tron coming back, or given that Nassif's picking a fight over it.
Yeah. So Nassif's Pro Tour debut was Chicago 2001.
Oh, okay.
Where he finished 45th. It's a money finish. Is that My Fires? Is that
Yeah, I believe that's Kai's Chicago.
That's Kai's Chicago. And then he is not on the Pro Tour for 4 Pro Tours, and then he's in Nice.
So he played one Pro Tour in year 5 and then came back.
Right, well, you needed a top 32 finish to requalify, right, at that point?
Yes.
So then he skips 4 Pro Tours, then he's in Nice, where he finishes 36th. Another constructed event, Nice?
No, that was limited.
That was limited. Then Osaka, 23rd.
Compulsive research for Nassif, trying to cement his control of this game, digging for the cards.
Yeah, I mean, look at his Pro Tours before he breaks out. 45th, 36th, 23rd, 66th, 38th.
And
then people hear about him when he finishes second in New York in 2002.
Yeah, that's impressive.
So this guy's had it going on right from the beginning.
Absolutely.
He's just been, and again, we pay a lot more attention to those types of finishes now than I think we did back then. I think we might have been more aware of him.
79 life, 79 to 24. Yeah, Tiago working at Urza's Factory. Doing what he can. The factory does indeed give him, like the Sacred Mesa, it gives him the ability to potentially deal more damage than Gabe is gaining off the Martyr of Sands recursion.
The problem is I'm sure there's one Wrath of God in that pile of, you can undo a lot of hard work.
True.
That's a very interesting card I see in play over there. Is that an Ivory Mask from Tiago Chan?
Yes, it is.
So that means this game, I mean, obviously there's
He's not going to get decked by Compulsive Research.
He's not going to get decked by Compulsive Research, which is a very, very real possibility.
Sure. I mean, there's disenchants in Gabe's deck, but
he's had to use those. He's had to use those on the Sacred Mesas, no? He's had to use one.
How does he deck Gabe through the Chronos Savants, though? It's not like he can win a decking war and Steve can just skip turns with Chronos Savant. He can deck him by just literally not taking his own draw phases. And Nassif's used one disenchant this game, and it was on that Annex.
Meanwhile, it looks like Lovett's gotten off to another fast start with a first turn Magus and a second turn Soltari Priest. Is attempting to stick an Icatian Javelineers here on turn 3. Let's get Spellburst, which is an interesting card we've seen sort of also hit the tournament scene this weekend.
A little bit. Nobody seems to have many, but a number of the Tron blue decks have one.
Sure. We've got double proclamation.
Oh, we're at double proclamation for Nassif.
So
yeah, I heard Foreshadow again.